Well, good morning, guys, and Merry Christmas. I'm here in my truck camper. I just woke up a few minutes ago. It's early, and had to organize things. So figure I'd make a video for you guys. Got my heater going under here, and it's pretty warm in here. Sorry, It's a tight space, moving around in here is not easy. I got a 6.5 foot truck bed that I made my camper out of, and that's what I'm actually in. This is actually the back tailgate I'm looking at right now. I got a covering over the window because I got it really bright in here, and I don't want my neighbors to see me in here. Under here, I got it's a little light I got from the dollar store, and that's another heater. That kicks on when it gets down to a certain temperature, but I have to turn that down a little bit because it gets too hot in here because I'm so efficient with the reflectix that it doesn't get. Oh, it just kicked on. Yeah, it just kicked on. So, anyway, I'm out here. It's actually Christmas Day, and I thought I'd make a video. Hey Siri, what's the outside temperature? Let's try this again. Hey Siri, what's the outside temperature?
It's 18 degrees outside.
Okay. So you guys know what's going on with the temperature and everything. I got my iPad in here, and I'm recording on my phone. But anyway, I'm gonna switch this around. Okay, that's better. So I'm in here in my truck camper. The bed is a little messy, but anyway, like I said, it's Christmas Day, and oh, that package that I got, guys, you ain't gonna believe it. My Mavic Air 2 that I fly all the time, my drone, it actually I had damaged it, so I contacted DJI to get replacement parts for it, to repair it, because I can repair stuff like that myself, you know. And I repaired my drone with the parts that they finally sent me. It took forever for the parts to get here, and then I called and complained about it, or whatever. But then I had to re-upload the software, not the software, the app onto my phone, and I had a hell of a time getting that app on my phone or whatever. It was crazy, So I ended up having to call for technical support and whatever, because although I'm capable of repairing physical damage to the drone, I've got, I can get the parts and everything. I can solder and all that, and make repairs like that. Well, but the software and the app, that kind of stuff I can't do. I can't program the drone and do anything like that and whatever. So that's what had to be done. The drone needed to be reprogrammed and everything. So I got on technical support and called and talked to the people at DJI, and they tried to walk me through it. Wherever it was just a nightmare. I mean, a pure and simple nightmare. My drone, I had the drone perfectly working. I just couldn't fly it because the app wouldn't work. So I was back and forth with them so much that I guess they got sick of me messing with them or whatever, and they felt bad, and they saw my history of all the drones I bought from them, and they reached out to me, and they said I finally got it up and running, but they said that they're sorry for the inconvenience and blah blah blah. But just yesterday, I got a notice on my door that says I have a package at the post office, and I didn't know that it was DJI sent me a damn drone, for my troubles and everything. They sent me a letter saying, we're sorry for the inconvenience, blah 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 blah. We see that you're a valued customer, from however many years I've been flying my drones and whatever, and I've got over 1,000 flight hours, over I think 9,000 or something like that flown hours or whatever. A lot of hours flying my drone or whatever. I'm one of the top in the world of flying my drone or whatever. I would fly it every day damn near. And so they sent me a drone, and not just any drone. They sent me a Mavic Air 2S. Yes, Air 2S, the top, pretty much top of the line drone or whatever, and a carrying case, a lot of other stuff or whatever. They really took good care of me and whatever. I guess my complaining and whining, was got me some action or whatever. I wasn't mean to the people on the phone. I was really nice, and I talked to them really good and everything or whatever. It was really good, whatever. The lady was really nice, and she sent me a drone or whatever, So I got to the post office and I got the box and I'm like, what is this and whatever? But it was in my name, so I'm like, it must be mine. I must have ordered something or whatever. I order so much stuff from Amazon that I lose track. But anyway, I wish I had it here to show you guys. I'll show you, later. But it's a really nice drone. They sent me a case for it and everything. Oh man, they really hooked me up. You guys will see or whatever. But anyway, right now I'm out here in the truck, camper or whatever, because I decided to make a video so you guys could see that I could be out here in this cold weather. Now, everything is being powered from the house. I got a cord running from the house out here to the truck. My truck is sitting in my driveway. Now, I'm not stupid and whatever. I'm not going to be out here in these temperatures out in the middle of the woods somewhere, with no backup, Now, I could do it with my generator and everything or whatever, but, I don't have a place to actually go where I won't look suspicious and people will be, eyeballing me or whatever. It's hard to find a place to be inconspicuous or whatever. But anyway, I'm here in my driveway, pretty much trying out my preps and whatever, This is something I learned from the lead farmer, 73 or whatever. I like his channel or whatever, And he's been out in his car and in his tent and everything or whatever. So I really enjoy his videos or whatever. The guy is pretty cool, So, and I figured I'd give him a shout out, whatever. Lead Farmer 73, very good channel, and very informative. I learned a lot from that guy and whatever. And the Angry Prepper and whatever. He's a good channel. I love watching that channel. I learned a lot from him, different perspectives, different places and everything. And full spectrum survival, I've learned a lot from him, but he's gotten to the point where he just, too much doom and gloom or whatever. Same thing with the Canadian Prepper, I learned a lot from him. It's a good channel. It used to be a good channel. Now all it is just, doom and gloom and, the sky is falling or whatever. But I learned a lot from those guys in their early days when they first started out. Their channel was really good, very informative and whatever, so they deserve a mention. So if you watch their channel and watch some of the older stuff, you can learn a lot from those guys. Well, but they pretty much veered away from that. They don't try to teach you anything or show you anything product-wise or whatever. They're just there to sell stuff, But I check in on them every once in a while because I did unsubscribe to them because I got pissed off because everything was just doom and gloom and they're just trying to scare people. Well, if you can't do that, you can't scare people and doom and gloom every day and make it seem like the sky is falling every day because people will get complacent and they won't do anything, and that's not a good thing. That's why they make us seem like we're crazy when they keep saying the sky is falling tomorrow and day after day the sky doesn't fall. People stop listening to you and stop believing you, and it starts to get, it starts to make you numb. You should prepare. You shouldn't get numb because this winter storm shows that if you're not prepared. Now, fortunately for me, I am prepared. If I lost all power, I would be able to survive, until the cold snap goes over. I wouldn't die in my house or whatever. And I am prepared enough to help some of my neighbors, if they needed help or whatever. I got plenty of firewood to keep my fire, going and keep me warm in the house. I got a generator topped off with gas. I've got a couple of jerry cans topped off, full of gas. I fill my truck up with gas. This truck I'm sitting in now is full of gas, full gas tank or whatever. I managed to fill it up, and this thing holds about 30 gallons, And I have a reserve. I got a 50-gallon drum of gas with I think it's about 30 or 40 gallons in that, So I've got pretty much close to 100 gallons of gas, at my disposal. So, and with my truck running, I can hook up an inverter. I got a 2,000 watt inverter that I can hook up to my truck battery and have the truck running, hook the inverter up to it, and I've got 2,000 watts of power, quiet power, that I can use to power my house or whatever, furnace, lights, stuff like that, and whatever. But I'm not here. I'm not trying to brag about what I've got, because some people don't have anything or whatever, and that's why I made this video. I said I was gonna make a video about that, and this is it. This is the video for people that I gotta turn this heater just kicked on again. There we go. When the heater kicks on, the light goes dim because it's only on one plug, and I don't want to overload that circuit because then I'll lose power, and I have to go in and hit the switch, and I want to stay out here, But anyway, this video is for if you don't have anything prepared, you are completely naked when it comes to being prepared, and all of a sudden the power goes out, lights go out, and we're under attack. Whatever situation happens or whatever, there's looting and rioting and everything. You don't have nothing. You don't even have water in your house or whatever to drink. You're in a bad situation. The best thing for you is to go out and get stuff from stores or factories or anything that's near you and whatever. There'll be people doing the same thing. You're in a desperate situation. If you don't have water, you're gonna die. You're gonna need water. That's gonna be your first priority, is getting water, clean, drinkable water. So you'd have to go to a store. If you've got money to buy it, if people are looting and taking stuff and whatever, just get in with the crowd and just grab, water. Get what you need. Don't go grabbing televisions and electronics and stupid stuff like that. You're gonna die. Get water. That's gonna be your number one thing. Chances are the water's gonna be gone. So but people drop things. Well, you might find some laying on the ground or whatever or something. Get a shopping cart. You're not gonna have any weapons, so you're pretty much done. If you go to Walmart, go straight to the camping section, or any store, whatever, camping section or hardware store. Try to get your main thing if it was water. If you can't get water, you're gonna need some way of boiling any water that you can get. That's from the rainwater or from the drain or from the sink. Any place you can get water. You're gonna have to get water from somewhere, and you're gonna need a way to purify it if you can't get bottled water. So you're gonna need some kind of propane way of heating up water and boiling water. The camping section will have stuff like that. Grab as much camping gear as you can carry, or as you can throw in the shopping cart. Fill it up or whatever. If you are in a situation where people are looting and grabbing stuff out of stores, try to grab the stuff that other people aren't grabbing. Don't get in the mob and be with everybody else. If everybody's running to this end of the store, you go to the opposite end of the store. Get the stuff that other people aren't getting or whatever, stuff that people aren't thinking about or whatever, and they're gonna overlook. And the reason why you're gonna get that stuff is because the main stuff people are gonna have. But if you got stuff that's not mainstream, stuff that people aren't thinking about, but yet they still need, you'll be able to trade and barter for stuff that you need, water or food or whatever. Like I said, if you're in the camping section, people don't think about that. You're in the camping section, you might be able to find a slingshot or you'll find knives and machetes, and that means you have weapons to be able to defend yourself with. You're gonna have to be able to defend yourself. Throw all that in the shopping cart and whatever. You're gonna have to put get sleeping bags. If you can grab sleeping bags, whatever you can get, axes, anything camping related, whatever. Cooking sets, propane bottles, the little green propane bottles. Grab as many of those as you can. The little cooking stove, grab that. Knives, grab a couple of knives or whatever. Eating utensils, grab that stuff or whatever. All camping gear and whatever, stuff like that, whatever. You may not even know how to use the stuff and whatever because you're not prepared. You might have been watching videos, you might see a few things, whatever, but you're not going to be prepared, whatever. But you'll figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, you can use that stuff to trade for stuff, that you need, and you're not going to end up getting shot or killed or beat up because you're wrestling for other people trying to get stuff and whatever, you know. Now there'll be other people there trying to get stuff too and whatever. Not everybody is stupid and they're trying to grab television and stuff. There are going to be some people that got to have sense enough to know what to get and whatever, and you're going to be dealing with them. Don't fight with anybody and whatever. If they want to take something, let them have it. Don't, you know, you can't afford to get hurt, you know. So just grab what you can and get out and be polite. Take your shopping cart and get out of there as soon as you get, you know, get it filled. Get out of there, get away from the store as soon as you can, or whatever, because there'll be people outside waiting to take what you've got, whatever. But if you've got a few knives or a couple of machetes, you can defend yourself and ward people off and get by. Of course, get backpacks or whatever, and before you leave the safety of the store, you know, pack some essential stuff that you definitely need, whatever, because you might have to ditch the shopping cart and take only the essential stuff, or whatever. So put essential stuff in a bag that you probably found in the store, a backpack or something. The really, you know, the really good stuff. Put that in that so you can be able to take that and run off with it, whatever, and leave the shopping cart there for other people to take it, whatever. If you can't fend them off, then disappear into, you know, try to get home, or however far home might happen to be, you know, with the camping stuff you got, whatever, sleeping bag, maybe tarps you managed to grab, stuff like that. You'll be able to survive for the trip home. Hopefully, it's not too far. You know, you had enough sense to not to go too far to find a place to get the stuff or whatever. Other stuff, places you can get stuff, like drugstores, party stores, places like that. A lot of times they have firewood right outside of the door in front of the store or whatever, you know. They're not going to be out there defending that, whatever. Just grab it. They'll have propane bottles, 20-pound propane things or whatever. They just have them with a lock and a gate or whatever. With a good hammer, you can pop that open or whatever and grab about as many of those as you can carry, because people are going to need those. And you can be like, yeah, I got propane or whatever. People have grills. They want to cook their food or whatever. If they run out of propane, they're going to need that, whatever. You can say, look, I got a 20-pound propane bottle. You know, if you let me sit in on a few of your meals, I'll let you use my propane. You know, you can use that propane to stay warm and to cook food or whatever. People will be glad to jump on that, whatever. You got something to barter with. You're going to have something to barter with, because just being useless and not having anything and going around begging, that's not going to work at that point in time. You know, if you're a bum and you're standing on the corner, you know, hoping for the kindness of other people, it's not going to happen. It's going to be dog eat dog. You know, if you don't have something of value to trade for something of value that you need, you're going to be out of luck. You know, people will just shoot you on sight and whatever, or just, you know, not deal with you at all. You starve to death. You know, you're going to need other people if this happens. You're going to need something. You're going to have to make yourself an asset to people. If you don't have anything, you haven't prepared and everything. But if you've prepared, then you already will be an asset and whatever. You know, at that point, whatever, you want to try to hide away and not let people know what you've got until things get really bad, to where you're almost running out of things that you've got and whatever. And then you'll be able to barter some of the stuff that you have left over for stuff that you need, you know, that you don't have, or that you're running out of, that you're in short supply of. That's why you prep, whatever. You know, you get the stuff that's cheapest and whatever when you're prepping and whatever. At this point now, everything's expensive when it comes to prepping and everything, because everybody's on that wagon now. People are starting to wake up, you know, so it's going to be hard to get that stuff, and it's going to be really expensive. So, but there is inexpensive stuff out there that you can get, whatever, that you don't think you're going to need, but there's stuff that people will kill for when, you know, shit hits the fan, you know. So you get stuff that you don't think is even important and whatever, you know, crazy stuff like dog food, stuff that nobody else is going to get and whatever. You know, you may have to eat dog food. You never know. It'll go a lot further than regular food and whatever, and it'll last forever pretty much. You know, if you find dog food in the stores or whatever, grab it. You know, people have dogs. People love their animals. And if they want to feed their dog, whatever, you got dog food, whatever, they will barter for that dog food, whatever, you know. And the dog food is relatively cheap still, you know, so you can get it. And if you can get it for free, if stores have been looted and they're pretty much, people are going to leave that behind, grab as much of it as you can. You can barter that stuff. You not only can you barter it, you can eat it. You can actually eat it, whatever, you know, and it will keep you alive. And trust me, if you get to a situation where you don't have anything to eat, you're going to be glad to have some dog food, and you will tear that stuff up. Believe me, you will. So, That's just the idea. You may have to do that, whatever, because you've gotten yourself in this situation to where you don't have any choice now. If things go sour, you're gonna be looking for stuff that people don't want. You're gonna have to take the stuff that people don't want. Whatever. You don't want to be in the midst of a riot, or a looting situation where people are fighting over stuff and crawling over each other and stabbing and shooting and whatever. You want to be away from that and whatever. If you see looting going on or whatever, pretty much stay away from it. Whatever, go to the other side, go to the back or whatever, get stuff that people aren't taking or whatever. You don't have any choice. If you haven't prepared, then that's where you're gonna be. If you prepared, stay in your house. Don't look outside. Don't go outside. Close your doors and let the world destroy itself and whatever, and let all the people that aren't prepared fight over what's in the stores and everything. Whatever, it won't last long because they're gonna be stupid. They're gonna get stuff that they don't need. They're gonna get stuff that isn't gonna save them or help them, and chances are they won't even know how to use it. And people like you that have grabbed stuff that you don't even really need, that you didn't know what to get and whatever, and don't know how to use it, you'll be able to barter with people that have prepped and whatever. If you walk up to somebody's house and you see smoke coming from the chimney, you smell food cooking, and you don't have anything, and you haven't prepared, but yet you've got flashlight batteries. You've grabbed a bunch of batteries from the store or whatever. You can be like, look, I've got batteries. People would love to have batteries. The batteries are going to be running dead and whatever. They got phones, they got flashlights, they got all kinds of stuff. People need batteries. Grab batteries. You'll be able to barter with those. It's other stuff I can't even think about, whatever. But there's stuff out there. Grab whatever you can get, whatever there's left on the shelves. If it's in the store and it's there to be bought now, it's gonna be worth something. When shit hits the fan or whatever, because everything is useful. Everything is useful. So yeah, you're gonna be in that kind of a situation or whatever. Now, I'm not advocating looting or whatever. When you're in a situation where it's life or death, you don't have any choice. You gotta do what you gotta do. Just don't take from others. Don't kill anybody. Whatever. Walmart isn't going to die because you took the last few cans of propane from the sporting goods section or whatever. They may die from the people taking the televisions and the stereos and stuff like that and whatever. But that's not your problem. Whatever. You're just trying to survive. Don't mess around with junk like that. I gotta turn this thing off again. This thing's kicking on. It must be really cold out there for this heater to keep kicking on like this. But I'm nice and comfortable in here. You see, I'm turning it off, whatever, because it's comfortably warm in here. I don't know what temperature is in here because I don't have a thermometer in here. But I had this pop in here, and this was frozen solid, but it has thawed out because I've kept it so warm in here overnight and everything and whatever. But anyway, enjoy your Christmas, guys, and I know I'm gonna enjoy mine because I got a Christmas gift that is above Christmas gifts. My family gave me some card. I got Christmas cards from my family. Whatever. Everybody's hurting now. People don't have money to buy gifts and everything. Whatever. But I made out good because I got a gift from a darn company that took care of me, and I appreciate that. Whatever. I'm gonna have fun with that drone. I can't wait to fly it. But it's dark. I can't do it now. But anyway, you gotta make sure that you prep as much as you can now. If you haven't been prepping, do what you can now. First thing you got to get is water. That's number one. Water. It's best to buy it from a dollar store. You can get a gallon for $1 or $1.25 now. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you guys a quick video from inside my truck and whatever, show you how prepared I am. This truck, everything that's in here, this microwave, everything, all that can run off that one cord or whatever. And I've got enough extension cord to where my generator, I've got a 2,000 watt gas generator that I can plug into that cord and sit it out far enough from the truck to where it can run without the fumes bothering me, and it'll power all this just from that generator. And with a full tank of gas in that generator, it'll run pretty much all day, and pretty much half the night. And plus, I've got a jerry can of gas that I keep in the truck all the time. Whatever, it's a 5-gallon jerry can of gas, so that I can be able to replenish that. Whatever, my truck has got a full tank of gas. Well, so no matter how cold it gets, my gas isn't gonna freeze. And I got 30 gallons of reserve gas. Whatever, like I said, I'm not bragging about what I've got. this has taken me years. I've been prepping since I was a kid. When I got my own house and wherever I started, preparing and prepping and buying stuff, to be prepared, for over 30 years or whatever. So I've accumulated a lot of stuff or whatever. This took years to accumulate and whatever. So if shit ever hits the fan, I will be an asset to other people that are preppers and whatever. I'm not gonna be out there, begging, or I'm not gonna get shot in the head because I'm trying to take somebody else's prep from some other place. I'm gonna be bartering on it. When I run out of stuff or whatever, I get to the point where I have to venture out, I'll have a white flag and I'll be coming up to your door and saying, hey, I want to barter. I've got stuff you may need. You've got stuff I may need. Let's talk. And hopefully they'll respect that and they won't shoot me on sight and whatever. And we can make it some kind of arrangement or whatever. But we'll see. I know if I was in that situation and somebody came up to me saying I want to barter, I'd listen to what they got to say, because that's the only way we're going to survive. We're going to have to get together and be able to survive together. I can't survive by myself or whatever, and very few people can survive by themselves or whatever. Well, nobody really can. Whatever. You're going to need somebody because nobody's able to prepare. Even though I've been prepping for over 30 years, I don't have enough stuff to sustain me for a year, maybe a couple of months. Maybe 3 months. I might be able to make it for 3 months off of what I've got, whatever. But after that, I'm gonna be, just as bad a shape as somebody that's, doesn't have anything, whatever. But I've got tools, I've got equipment, and I've got stuff that I can use to barter with. I've got solar panels and stuff, or whatever. I got stuff that can help with building another whole society and whatever, like a border town or whatever. I can, be the guy that runs the power, or like in The Walking Dead, where they created this area, Alexandria. They made a place from everybody brought their supplies there, and they put everything together, and they made a little society out of this place and whatever. And they had the solar panels, and they had the windmills, and they had the gardening and everything and whatever. People will have to come together and do that and whatever. But the savages that are out there, they got to be eliminated first and whatever. People that haven't prepared and don't have anything to offer, just like in The Walking Dead, Rick would always ask them, how many walkers have you killed? And they would ask him, how many people have you killed? And then he would ask him, why? Well, if it's a shit hits the fan situation now, since there are no walkers walking around except for the people that are unprepared, you may have to kill some of those people to protect yourself. You never know. You're gonna have to be able to flip that switch from civilized to savage, maybe at a moment's notice. You never know. I'm just saying. You may have to. If you don't have means to protect yourself, you're gonna be a victim, and you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in big trouble. Like I said, it's been 30 years. I've managed to make myself prepared, whatever. I have the means to protect what I've got and to protect myself and others. I could be an asset, whatever, So, who knows? I'm making this video. People are watching it and whatever. It may be somebody in my area that's a prepper as well as I am, and they see this video and they say, you know what, this guy seems pretty okay. He seems pretty stand up, or whatever. It might be a situation where I'm out walking, I had to leave my house, so I had to leave my supplies, everything, and I'm out there just walking with a backpack, and this person might be ready to shoot me, but like, wait a minute, that guy looks like the guy I saw on YouTube. Maybe he can be an asset to me, or maybe I won't just shoot him on sight and whatever. Come here, hey, what's going on? You never know. I watch videos of different people and whatever. I know if I saw, I don't know about the Canadian prepper or whatever, or my guy Brad, whatever. I don't know. He'd probably shoot me on sight and whatever. I don't think I would trust him, but somebody like the Angry Prepper, I'd welcome him with open arms. Demcad, I'd welcome him with open arms. Who's the other one? There's so many, I can't think of them right now. But I mean, you guys know who you are. You guys, are regular guys that are preppers that are doing the best you can or whatever. And you watch so many videos of somebody, you pretty much get an idea, a gauge of, who they are and how they are or whatever, and you'll know if you can trust them or not or whatever. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, this video gotten pretty long, guys, but I had a lot to say. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.